What's up, baseball players? I'm Coach Dan Blewett. In today's video, let's talk about how to hit the ball in the air. So say there's a runner on third base and 1 out or no outs, and your team needs a sac fly to get this guy home. What can your approach be to give yourself better odds of getting him in with a sac fly? If we're trying to get a runner home with a sac fly, that means we need to hit the ball in the outfield with some authority and obviously get some air under it, right? So there's a couple strategies that we want to employ. Number one, and this is obvious, you need to look for the ball up. Out of that hand, and this is part of just being a good hitter and having a good eye, is understanding what does a good initial trajectory look like for you in this situation. So what does a pitch that's up in the zone look like? Those are the pitches that we need to be pouncing on, and you need to be extra ready to try to get that pitch where you can actually get on top of it enough to hit it into the outfield as a fly ball and not just as a pop-up. So a good hard fastball up here, if you're late and you're waiting too long, that's something that you're probably gonna get underneath and pop up, and then you're not gonna get the job done. However, if you're ready for something up and something hard, then you can get the head of the barrel out and have a greater chance of hitting that ball relatively square and getting it up in the air. So number one is be ready for something hard and up and look for that initial high trajectory. The second thing, if you're trying to hit a sac fly, is look for spin and look for a pitch that hangs. Curveballs that are thrown poorly that hang, you're gonna see them pop up out of the hand slightly. They're gonna be released a little bit behind, and they're gonna have a slight initial hump, and then they're gonna stay up in the zone. Curveballs that are really good and sharp that are down the zone, they're gonna track like a fastball longer. They're not gonna have that pop out of the hand. So as a hitter in this situation where you're trying to get the ball into the outfield, look for bad sloppy spin. Look for that slider or curveball that has a sort of pop on the way up. And when you see that, you need to go, ooh, that's what I'm looking for. And smash that high curveball, smash that high slider. Lots of times, hitters, they want everything to break perfectly mid-thigh into the middle of the plate. And so they'll take curveballs that are up here, or they'll take sliders that are up here. And look, if you're ready to pounce on that pitch, this is a home run pitch, a high slider, a high curveball, if you're ready to swing. And so if you see that pop-up initial trajectory, get going, get excited, and get the head of the bat out and meet that high curveball, that high slider, and put it in the outfield. You'll get your sac fly for sure, and you might even pump it over their head for a double or triple or home run. And my third tip for hitting a sac fly and doing the situational job your team needs you to do by pumping the ball in the outfield is to X out sliders and curveballs. Look, if there's a curveball or slider that's up in the zone, yes, you need to pounce on it. But if that curveball or that slider is down in the zone, which means it's not having that initial high trajectory that we talked about, and it's gonna be down here, you need to take that pitch. Now, obviously, if you watch the Major League Baseball, you'll see lots of really good hitters scoop those curveballs and smash them out of the ballpark, whatever. But most amateur players are not good at doing that. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna go on your front foot, and then you chase that curveball down the zone, and you bounce it on the infield. And that's gonna be a bad result. That's not gonna get the job done. So you have to be really disciplined. Keep your weight back, see those breaking pitches up and smash them, see a fastball up and smash it. And of course, if you get a pitch in the middle of the plate, no matter what it is, think about getting a little loft under it, right? You can do that. But in general, fastballs that are down, sliders and curveballs that are down, they're gonna be really hard to lift, especially if you're on your front foot. And that's when the pitcher's gonna beat you, keep the ball in the infield, and prevent you from scoring that run from third base. So be smart about your approach. Also know your strengths and weaknesses, but look for pitches up and pounce. First pitch, second pitch, third pitch, if it's there, get the job done. All right, so hopefully this video on how to hit a sac fly and how to get some loft on a ball as a hitter was helpful, because having a good approach and a strategy to get that job done is important. As a pitcher, or as a smart pitcher, you should also have an approach to prevent the hitter from doing that thing, right? If I was pitching against you and you were trying to hit a sac fly, I'd be burying fastballs in on your hands and then bouncing curveballs to try to get you to roll over and bounce on the infield. So make sure you're thinking smart when you're taking your approach at the plate. So if you're new here, be sure to check out the links in the description below. You'll find my books, my online courses, my baseball strength program, my mental skills programs. All that stuff is in the description below. That's how you can help me support my channel and keep these videos coming. Thanks again, and I'll see you here in the next video.